So, picture this. A boy with nothing but dreams and a second-hand football finds himself blocked at every turn. By poverty, by doubt, and by a system that never looked his way. Yet, against all odds, that same boy grows into one of the most lethal strikers to ever play the game. He didn't just rise, he rewrote history. He holds a record many believe will never be broken. But how did this street kid become a legend of African football? Let's rewind the clock. Growing up in Cameroon, opportunities for young footballers were few and far between. The country lacked the facilities, the coaching, and the infrastructure needed to nurture future stars. For Samuel Eto'o, that meant no academies, no sponsors, just an endless fire inside. His family gave him everything they could, but even getting proper boots was a struggle. What he missed in equipment, he made up for in hunger. By 15, that hunger caught the attention of scouts from Europe. In 1996, he received an offer that would change everything, a chance to join Real Madrid's youth setup. It sounded like the start of a dream, but dreams in football often begin with reality checks. In Spain, Eto'o was out of place. The language, the culture, the playing style, everything was foreign. And Real Madrid wasn't built to nurture a teenage African striker. He was pushed aside in favor of local talent and given little to no time on the pitch. Madrid didn't see a future in him, and instead of developing him, they shipped him out on loan. To Leganés, to Espanyol, and finally to Mallorca. Each loan spell felt like a dismissal, but at Mallorca, something changed. Away from the politics of Madrid, Eto'o found a team that believed in him. During the 1999-2000 season, he exploded. Mallorca made his move permanent for 4.4 million euros, a gamble that turned into gold. On the island, Eto'o didn't just score goals, he became the heartbeat of the club. His speed, strength, and precision made Mallorca giant slayers. In 2003, he led them to their first ever Copa del Rey. And when the club couldn't afford meals for traveling fans in 2004, Eto'o paid 30,000 euros out of his own pocket. The fan four looking for a striker to lead their revolution under Frank Rijkaard. Eto'o fit the bill. Signed for 24 million euros, he arrived with a chip on his shoulder, determined to prove Real Madrid had made a mistake. And he wasted no time. In his first season, he netted 25 La Liga goals and 29 in all competitions. Barcelona won the league for the first time in 6 years, dethroning Madrid in the process. Eto'o was ferocious. His work ethic, killer instincts, and connection with Ronaldinho became the engine of Barcelona's new identity. Fast, electric, unstoppable. One match in particular still lives in fans' memories, a 3-0 thrashing of Real Madrid at Camp Nou, where Eto'o opened the scoring, arms wide, eyes burning with purpose. For Barcelona supporters, it was a statement. For Eto'o, it was redemption. The following year, he took it up a notch, scoring 34 times and winning the Pichichi Trophy. But the crowning moment came in the 2006 Champions League final. Trailing Arsenal 1-0, Eto'o delivered the equalizer in the 76th minute. Barcelona went on to win 2-1. He became the first African to score in a Champions League final and was named Man of the Match. He had arrived. But the spotlight also brought shadows. The next season, Eto'o suffered a severe knee injury that kept him sidelined for 5 months. When he returned, the tension had shifted. Internal drama was brewing. His bluntness didn't sit well with some teammates, including Ronaldinho. I was the easy target, Eto'o later recalled, but I stayed focused on football. The 2007-2008 season was turbulent. Barcelona slipped to third, Rijkaard was on his way out, and the team looked lost, except for Eto'o, who still managed 16 goals in just 18 league games. One hat trick against Levante reminded the world this man was still deadly. Barcelona needed change. It came in the form of Pep Guardiola. Many expected Eto'o to be shown the door, but Pep surprised everyone by keeping him. That decision paid off. The 2008-2009 campaign was historic. Barcelona won the treble. Eto'o scored 36 goals, including the opener in the Champions League final against Man United. 10 minutes in, he skipped past Vidic and slotted home past Van der Sar. He became the first player to score in 2 UCL finals and win both. That team with Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta played like a symphony. And Eto'o, he was the spear. Despite his contributions, Guardiola made a bold decision in 2009. Eto'o was included in a swap deal for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Barcelona even paid an additional 46 million euros, valuing Eto'o at just 20 million euros. Fans were stunned. Eto'o didn't want to leave, but he had no choice. He joined Inter Milan under Mourinho, stepping into a squad seen by many as past its prime. Zanetti, Cambiaso, Milito. But Mourinho defended. It was a different role, but he embraced it fully. That season, Inter won the Serie A, Coppa Italia, and the Champions League. Eto'o made history, becoming the first player to win consecutive trebles with 2 different clubs. He wasn't just a finisher anymore. He was the glue. Inter's path to Champions League glory included a legendary semifinal against Barcelona. In the first leg at San Siro, Inter won 3-1. The second leg at Camp Nou was a masterclass in defense. Eto'o's tireless tracking helped shut down his old team. In the final, Inter beat Bayern 2-0. Eto'o assisted one and lifted his 2nd consecutive European crown. The following season, with Mourinho gone and Rafa Benitez in charge, Inter struggled. But Eto'o thrived, scoring 37 goals across all competitions, his best ever season. He led them to the Club World Cup title, scoring twice in the final, and added more silverware to his ever-growing legacy. But the decline had begun. Inter's golden era was fading. In 2011, amid financial strain, the club offloaded Eto'o to Anzhi Makhachkala in Russia. He signed a deal worth 20 million euros per year, becoming the highest-paid footballer in the world. Many were shocked. Anzhi wasn't a football superpower, but Eto'o saw it as another challenge. He scored 36 times in 73 games and helped the club reach the Europa League and a Russian Cup final. But Anzhi's ambitions faded quickly. Financial trouble led to a fire sale, and by 2013, Eto'o moved on. He reunited with Mourinho at Chelsea in 2013. Though past his prime, he still had moments of brilliance, including a hat-trick against Man United. After a season, he joined Everton, then bounced between Sampdoria, Antalyaspor, and Konyaspor. Even in his twilight, Eto'o kept scoring, kept leading, kept inspiring. He ended his career in Qatar in 2019. His club career was iconic, but his international story equally legendary. With Cameroon, he scored 56 goals in 118 games, a national record. He won gold at the 2000 Olympics, scoring in the final against Spain. He also led Cameroon to back-to-back AFCN titles in 2000 and 2002, scoring in both finals. World Cups proved more difficult. Cameroon never made it past the group stage times, a record at the time, and became a symbol of what was possible. From barefoot games on dusty streets to lifting the biggest trophies in world football, Samuel Eto'o's story is one of grit, greatness, and grace. He adapted to every system, every challenge, every role, and came out a winner. He was more than just a striker. He was a leader, a warrior, a beacon for generations of African talent. His name will forever echo in the halls of football history. If you want to hear how one manager completely transformed Lionel Messi's career, check out our next video.